Oh, those fresh snips.
Look at these snips. Aren't they neat? Wouldn't you think my hair is complete?
Mine is not today. It's on another level. Yours looks good though.
It does look good.
I like it. We didn't film it today, but if you missed our quarantine haircut video from March, go check it out right here.
And if you need a new hair cutter person, salon, beautician,
Here I am.
check her out at KatiePie07 on Instagram.
Make an appointment. Shoot, why did I do that?
Why did you do
I
that?
don't know.
Dang it.
Boom. Hey y'all, welcome back to the vlogcast. Today we are here talking about another budget-friendly kitchen upgrade that we did that some of you guys might have seen if you're following Cullen over on cullen27 on Instagram. You can check him out there and see all our before and afters of the things that we are doing. We're going super budget-friendly with these things, and it is blowing my mind at how inexpensive we have been able to make this process.
It's been fun.
Like, it's been so much more than what I thought it was gonna be.
Like right up my alley.
Yes, if you would like to continue following along with us, don't forget to subscribe to our channel before we just even get started here, and we'd love to have you. Click that bell. If you just like randomly came upon this today and you have no idea, we are currently in the process of paying off $100,000 worth of debt and downsizing our life, downsizing our house, and it's been a process. So we have a playlist you can get caught up.
A whole new, not a whole new world.
He loves Ariel.
I'm getting my Disney
That's
characters
that's his
mixed
crush.
up.
There's a couple things that we did in the kitchen. We talked already about the oven. That was just an amazing, crazy story. We did a couple other appliance upgrades, so we're gonna tell you about that. The first one, should we start with the dishwasher or the microwave? The dishwasher?
The dishwasher, because
Okay.
that was like first on the Spot the Difference Instagram
That's true.
feed.
And it's kind of the most interesting. This is
Yeah.
something I was a little skeptical about. So as we were trying to upgrade our 1989 appliances in our house to stainless steel to like all blend together, we already had a stainless steel refrigerator. And then if you know, we did get the stainless steel oven. Our dishwasher is actually fairly new. I think it was like 2016 or something, right before we moved in, but it was black. This whole time I've been thinking we need to just get a whole new dishwasher. And then I thought, you know what? I think they make like face plates that you can replace on there. So I started looking those up, and you can get a whole brand new stainless steel front to our dishwasher that works perfectly fine, is fairly new, for $150.
Well,
I personally thought that was a good deal.
prior to that though, like back in the original house selling process, I think we had looked into putting the stuff on the front of it, and then I got down the whole rabbit hole.
Let's
of like,
take we off of that and you go ahead and tell your story.
This goes back to, this is like right up my alley, like making stuff work on a budget. I got down the whole rabbit hole of like painting your stuff stainless steel, and like started watching all these videos. There's some cool people out there that know how to paint stainless steel stuff and make it look legit, but that took a lot of time, it looked like. Anyway, you started thinking about the faceplate stuff, but I was still on a couple months ago, like several months ago, about like we can just make it look like stainless steel. And
he was like, we can do that for like, it's like $10 or something. And I said, okay, well, I think it's gonna be harder than we think it will be, and $150 within our $1,000 budget that we're giving ourselves is really like, it's worth it. I think it's totally worth it. So we don't have to buy a whole new dishwasher. He said, well, let's just look it up. Looked up on Amazon, and there was this stainless steel covering that you can put over your dishwasher.
Almost like wallpaper.
Almost like wallpaper.
Or laminate or something.
It's technically like contact paper. It's made by a wallpaper company, and it was $19.99 for a roll the size. Actually, I think it was $9.99.
17 total. You got 2 rolls of it, because we were like, what if we screw up? And that was my thought. It's like, if we screw up and we don't like it, then it's $20 wasted.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is
spending $150, yes, $150, and you get the faceplate and all that, and you're gonna like it regardless. But if you don't have to spend $150 and you can spend $20 and get the same effect, then let's do it. So
I bought the larger one, and it was $17.99. So it ended up being $19.43. And so I was like, okay, if this is just a complete fail, it was $20, and I guess it would be better that we tried it. So we ordered it, and it came in. Yeah, this is what it looked like.
If you've been around for a while, you know that we had like a handprint wall in the laundry room, the same type of contact paper, wallpaper type stuff. So I had a little bit of experience. I had some of the tools from that, like a little wallpaper smoother outer thing, your little X-Acto knife for the tight corner type stuff. And I felt like I could do it. I was like, oh, let's go with this. And then we sort of kind of peeling it back and putting it on.
We got a little excited, and I think our mistake, so we did do the first layer, was a hot mess, and it gives me like anxiety just thinking back about like trying to get all the bubbles out. But it was, I think we went a little bit too fast. And so we ended up ripping the whole first layer off and just starting over because we just weren't patient enough. We wanted it just to be done.
If you've ever put on glass protector on your cell phone, then it's like that times 10, essentially. Trying to be meticulous about it and smoothing out all the bubbles.
So with the second half, I think, first of all, if you're gonna attempt to do this, I don't think it's a terrible idea. If you're gonna attempt to do this, do have 2 people, because it really helped when we went the second round for me to be able to like hold it out straight and flat, and then Cullen to just kind of slowly peel back the backing 1 inch at a time and just kind of smooth it down as we were going. So you do have to kind of be prepared. That's gonna take a minute, it's gonna take a while, but it's worth it to get it not bubbly. Once we kind of got our groove and got moving with it, we were able to get it on there. For the sides, we did have to wrap those around. So we just kind of wrapped them and left the edges further than they were supposed to be. And then Cullen used the X-Acto knife to get the edges cut off.
Trim it up real good.
We did have a little KitchenAid logo on there also that we had to cut around. And I think you just kind of laid it over and then cut around it, and then we're able to trim it up with the X-Acto knife was key. Like you couldn't do it with scissors.
Couldn't do it with scissors or like a regular knife or anything like that. You gotta have that fine tip. You know, leave yourself a little bit of room so you can kind of shove it around the edges so it's nice and flush. There were a little bit of air bubbles here and there, like that would end up populating. Get you a little pin, like a fine sewing pin or needle or something. And you can just poke real quick and then just smooth it out, and you won't even see the hole, and the air goes right out. So
it was interesting, and it's not perfect, so it kind of bothers me, but it does look fine, and it gives the impression that we're looking for. I don't know, I still, if I had the option to go back and do it again, I would still just have gotten the $150 nice covering, because my thought is, if you're looking at a $600,000 house, you're probably gonna be expecting that everything is up to par. But I told Cullen, I was like, I'm gonna leave a sticky note on the counter when somebody buys our house and say, hey, by the way, you can get, here's the part number, it's only $150, you can just get you a little stainless steel cover, don't worry about it. If you're in a situation where you're like renting and you wish you had stainless steel appliances, or you just wanna upgrade for cheap and kind of see what it would look like, this is a really great option. You can just take it off easily. I don't think it like it doesn't damage anything, so you can just take it right off.
I think it looks good.
I think it does. It does, as long as people don't start looking too closely at it. Now, when you posted your spot the difference for the microwave, people were like, oh my gosh, y'all are putting this stainless steel stuff on everything. We did think about putting some on the microwave, but the microwave, on the other hand, was way outdated, and it would have been really obvious that it just was like, didn't go together.
Quick break in your regularly scheduled programming. Katie is painting the trim around. Painter Patty over here is painting the trim around the oven so I can screw it all back in. And in other news, we were looking at microwaves. This size of microwave that we have is deep. It's like 22 inches in depth, and it's pretty wide. It holds one of our big plates, and most of the microwaves that we found online were a little bit smaller. And everything we could find was like 100, 150, 200, depending on the brand. So Facebook Market to the rescue again. And I just got back with this guy. Y'all leave a guess in the comments how much it was.
I'd kept my eye on it, and the cheapest I had seen was like $50. The ones I'd see that were like 20, 30, 40, they were just a piece of crap. Like,
too small, finding the right size was difficult.
It was, because it was a specific size. But finally one popped up one day, and it happened to be the same brand as the oven that we got the awesome deal on Facebook Marketplace. Totally different girl, but it was a GE microwave, and it looked decent. I asked her dimensions, and
stainless steel. She was about an hour and a half away. If you've left your guess yet, go do it, go do it, go do it. 40 bucks. And we talked her down to $40.
She had it listed for 50.
I was like, is it really worth driving an hour and a half away for a $40? Like, you're gonna spend $40 in gas or 30, 10, you know, like whatever. I was like, that's just a whole day gone almost.
Yeah.
Like, not really. But
well, I mean, it would be 2 hours total there and back. Like, that's not worth it for $40 in my opinion. So I started looking on like Lowe's and Home Depot and Amazon and trying to find something. I was like, even if I have to pay like $70, $80, to me, that's worth it to not go through all this craziness trying to meet up with somebody and all this.
GE microwave, GE oven for 40 bucks. That's like, crazy. So, gotta get this installed. And while that was happening, and I just got back, got a Facebook notification that somebody wanted to get another little piece of furniture that we had for $50. That just got sold.
And how long has that piece of furniture been on
Facebook? It's been on since the beginning of my Facebook. Yeah, February? Since January or February. And I just went in and renewed my listing last week. Basically, we've got the microwave for 40, made 50 on the furniture that we just sold, little bench. So came out $10.
Have to go last night and get stuff for this. How much was that at Lowe's?
$27. I got a piece of trim and some more screws.
If it was $10, that'd be crazy.
No, yeah, I did have to put in $27 to fill this gap in and get some more screws, but I'm always just needing a bigger screw. Back to the more responsible Cullen and Katie sitting there talking to you.
And I was like, okay, well maybe she could meet somewhere else. And turned out she ended up having to come closer to us for a funeral. Yeah. And was able to leave it on the porch of a family member's house.
Her mom's house, I think.
And it was
20 minutes away. Yeah, versus an hour and a half or hour. It was just, I was like, what, this is crazy. It was the next day too.
Cullen was able to go pick that up, and then we had, of course, run into some issues getting it installed.
Not easy, just unplugging and plugging. Well, that was a quick break and we're back here in the middle of the action. When I went to go take this out, I unplugged it and started to pull it out. Hey, and wouldn't you believe to know that this little frame in right here is smaller than the actual microwave? So they put the microwave in first and then built this little border around it. So I can't get the microwave out. So I'm gonna have to pop this little frame off. It's just some brad nails, and then put that microwave in, and then put some new finishing nails in, and then repaint this. So Painter Patty, you got a little more painting to do. By the way, look at that. That's from carrying that oven the other day, I think.
Hey, look. We were wondering where yours came from. And then when I helped move the oven out, you can barely see it. Mine's not as bad as his is, but I got to breathe in the same place. Lifting the dang oven. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to clean out the inside of here.
We could have had a 50-inch microwave now.
Huge one. We could have just put an oven in there.
It looks much better like this.
Yeah, it does, for sure. Ew, look how gross, because you can't get back there.
Liquid nails, baby.
Oh, they sure did.
Fighting the liquid nails all the way around the bottom.
Yeah, and you still did it without breaking it? You are a boss. What? All right, let's clean this bad boy out. This is so gross. And voila, it's all clean. So we did have to undo and redo that wood, but it wasn't too huge of a deal. In doing that, it also needed some touch-up paint, which I planned on touching up the cabinets anyway. I got down and did some touch-up, which is also a really great option for improving the look of your kitchen, depending on the type of cabinets you have. That's one of the great things about this house, is there is amazing, like, solid wood custom cabinets in every cabinet place that's in this house, but those do require some maintenance and touching up the paint on them every now and then. I had done it in some places in the kitchen last year before we listed our house. And there is a video on that and me decluttering and cleaning out all the kitchen cabinets. If you wanna go watch that, you can see how I did that there. But I'm basically gonna have to go around and do it again.
We got stainless steel appliances all in the kitchen now, minus the dishwasher.
Well, the dishwasher looks stainless steel. And if you are considering buying this house, it's only $150 to upgrade that faceplate. So we got our microwave and our dishwasher updated for around $60, which is, I think, an amazing deal. The one thing that we also did to wrap up the kitchen and finally pull everything all together was a little small change that somebody recommended and I hadn't even thought about, was replacing the air vent cover in the kitchen. It was disgusting. We did another one in the half bath since we had updated the toilet and sink in there. It was $27 for the two of those. I'm glad we did that though. It was a very easy, quick, and fairly inexpensive update. So like we said, we do have some other updates we've been doing that will be coming up, so y'all stay tuned for those. I did think it would be really cool and fun to highlight some of you guys and the progress you've made in your debt journeys or your house selling, updating journeys. We have so many people that have commented on how watching our videos has inspired them to pay off debt. So I want to start kind of reading some of y'all's comments and giving other people some inspiration based on what you guys are doing. So
I love these. These are
today,
awesome.
We got Sally Mae commented and she said, I need to tell you guys something. I was in a huge debt pit and didn't know where to go or how to fix it. After watching your videos, I talked to others about it. I got help. As of this week, I will be paying off the last payment. Knowing what I've done in the last few months, even during the pandemic, has been a major weight off my shoulders, and I feel like I need to thank you guys, even if you don't see this, but thanks heaps. Awesome work, Sally Mae. That's amazing. And what she said is so true, how it just takes such a weight off your shoulders. It seems annoying and just like a long journey to do it all, but it takes a huge weight off your shoulders when you have financial freedom and financial stability.
Yes.
So y'all feel free to leave us your comments on your stories and what you've done since the past couple months have gone by, any progress you've made. We would love to share some of those as inspiration for others and just to shout you guys out for your progress.
I love it. I love it. I love hearing about your DIYs too and your before and afters, and I get ideas like the air vent cover.
Yeah.
Somebody said y'all should do that in one of the Instagram comments. I was
and
like, oh yeah.
Last video we were talking about white towels and somebody commented and said, Target has the cheapest one I found, and I hadn't even looked at Target because I thought they'd be the most expensive. And they had plain white, nice, fluffy towels that I went and ordered as soon as I saw that comment. They were $4 a piece, which was like
cheaper than anywhere else.
Cheaper than anywhere I had looked.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you're new, subscribe. If you're not, hey, what's up?
We will be back soon, probably this week, or it'll probably be next week with our beginning of the month monthly comparison video and all of the cool debt stuff we do at the beginning of the month. So y'all stay tuned. We'll see you then.
See you out. Yeah,
Bye.